Did you ever meet somebody and they're described as very giving, very caring, maybe they're very charitable, but for you, there just seems to be something off? Today, let's talk about covert narcissism. Here are 6 signs that might indicate someone has traits of covert narcissism. Quiet grandiosity. They don't brag loudly, but they make it clear that they do feel somewhat superior. For example, they might always think that their ideas are better, and they might feel entitled to special treatment, even if they don't say it outright. Number 2, acting like they have empathy, but not really demonstrating it. They seem caring, but it's often superficial and self-serving. It's like someone who helps you through a difficult time, then uses your vulnerability later to make themselves look good or to gain an advantage. Number 3, preoccupation with appearances. This doesn't necessarily mean that they want to look good or are overly focused on their appearance. They're concerned about how others perceive them. They might be trying to craft a perfect persona that their neighbors, colleagues, coworkers see. Number 4, emotional neglect in relationships. You might share your struggles, but know that they're not truly listening or supporting you. They're much more focused on themselves. Number 5, they might be controlling through vulnerability. Here they might be oversharing about their own issues to gain your trust. It's often a tactic to manipulate you. For example, they'll reveal something deep about them, so you feel obligated to open up as well or to do something for them later. And number 6, going above and beyond for applause. Their acts of kindness might look genuine, but they're often motivated by their own need for praise. Imagine someone who's constantly volunteering or trying to help others, but only to hear, "Oh, you're just such an amazing person." They're not doing it for the greater good. They're doing it so other people admire them. I'm going to add on one. Number 7, what I've noticed with covert narcissists is the people around them often see them interacting with friends or acquaintances in such a caring, empathetic manner, but when they go home, they're much different. They're colder, they're more demanding, they're more difficult, and the family member or loved one doesn't understand why the person they see out in the community helping others doesn't show up at home. How come they can act in a particular way when they're outside the home, but they can't act that way inside the home? The family gets very confused and doesn't understand why they can't get the same level of support that they see this person giving to others outside the family. They feel like, do I not deserve it? Am I doing something wrong? And this is the kind of narcissist who will give a lot of money to a charity, maybe give anonymously, but still tell people, be like, "Oh, that was me. I gave that anonymously." So you think, oh, what a wonderful thing to do. But they're not really being anonymous. They're telling somebody for recognition or to manipulate. Now, this is not an exhaustive list. And having some of these traits doesn't mean that you or someone you know is a covert narcissist. Only a professional assessment can confirm a diagnosis. Understanding covert narcissism can help us to build better boundaries and see red flags in relationships.